Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Diego Castro. The United States pledged its ironclad commitment to defending the Philippines during President Bongbong Marcos' visit to the Pentagon. The two countries also reaffirmed a decades-old security alliance as the Philippines and the U.S. seek to push back against China's assertiveness in the region. Mobile journalist Julie Baisa with the rest of the report.
So make no mistake, Mr. President, we will always have your back in the South China Sea or elsewhere in the region.
This was U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin's commitment as he welcomed President Bongbong Marcos at the Pentagon today. Prior to the meeting, Marcos was given full military honors and trooped the lines at the Department of Defense grounds. Austin assured that the U.S. always stands ready to defend the Philippines when it comes to China Sea. More than being allies, he said that the Philippines and U.S. are family.
As I said before, Mr. President, we're more than allies, we're family. And we share a common vision for a free and open Indo-Pacific because a region governed by rules and rights helps provide security and prosperity for our two countries and for the whole region.
For his part, Marcos underscored the importance of continued cooperation and commitment of the two countries.
With the background of the strengthening relationship between our two countries. Strengthening what already has begun is a long-standing and very robust relationship that we have developed over the many years. And the call of the times, unfortunately, is asking for us to meet these new challenges that perhaps we have not faced before.
Also released were the bilateral defense guidelines to modernize the alliance cooperation of the two countries, which was established by Austin and Philippine Defense Chief Carlito Galvez Jr. The guidelines reaffirmed the relevance of the U.S.-Philippines Mutual Defense Treaties in addressing both current and emerging threats. It aims to deepen interoperability through the expand cooperation on maritime security and maritime domain awareness, including through the continued conduct of combined maritime activities, including but not limited to joint patrols. Mobile journalist Julie Baiza, We Are One News.
After an around 4-month review of courtesy resignations submitted by PNP personnel, the 5-man advisory group has recommended the dismissal and filing of administrative charges against 4 senior officials of the police force. This was confirmed to News 5 by former PNP Chief Rodolfo Azurin, who heads the advisory group. The group recommends the acceptance of the 4 officials' courtesy resignations over alleged links to the drug trade. Azurin says the recommendation has been submitted to the NAPOLCOM for verification of evidence. DILG Secretary Benhar Abalos, who is also the chairman of NAPOLCOM, says the findings of the 5-man advisory group will be released to the public in the next 2 to 3 days. Current PNP Chief Benjamin Acorda, meanwhile, assures the public that policemen linked to the narcotics drug trade will be held accountable.
All those personnel who are involved in this fiasco will be properly charged at pipilitin natin na sila po ay matatanggal na sa serbisyo. Definitely may makakasuhan din sa mas bababang level.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. Soon after Pagasa's El Nino alert, the agriculture sector has responded with measures to mitigate its projected impact. This early water allocation for irrigation from Angat Dam is set to be suspended until the next cropping cycle starts by mid-June. Shaila Francisco with the big story.
By May 11, the National Water Resources Board will suspend the water allocation for irrigation from Angat Dam. The decision comes as farmers in Bulacan and Pampanga will need little to no supply as harvest season comes to an end. This is also in preparation for the next cropping season. Currently, allocation for irrigation until May 10 is at 10 cubic meters per second, lower than the 30 cubic meters in April.
Kailangan po nating mapangalagaan yung kasalukuyang supply. So, sa kasalukuyan ay hindi na po nila kailangan sa kanilang pagtatanim. No? Yung tubig ay minabuti ho muna natin. Huwag muna i-release yan para po mapaghandaan yung sa mga susunod ho nilang pagtatanim po.
The NWRB will resume allocation by mid-June when planting starts. This will, however, depend on the level of Angat Dam, currently at 194.68 meters, well within the normal level. The agency explains that if water level decreased further, especially amid El Nino, domestic supply of consumers in Metro Manila will be prioritized. For its part, the Agriculture Department is focusing on agri-producing provinces seen to be hit the hardest by El Nino. 46 provinces in Cordillera, Ilocos Region, Cagayan Valley, Central Luzon, as well as NCR, Calabarzon, Mimaropa, Bicol Region, and Western and Eastern Visayas may be vulnerable to lower rainfall. Among crops that may be affected include palay, corn, coconut, fruits, and vegetables. The DA is now eyeing measures like cloud seeding and providing pumps to mitigate losses. Back in 2019, losses for rice and corn alone due to El Nino amounted to 10.7 billion pesos.
Hindi pa namin masasabi yung kung anong scale ng magiging impact ng El Nino, no? But yung 2019, categorized siya as weak, no? Pero 7 months lang siya. We're hoping na hindi ganon magiging kalakas itong dadating kung na El Nino, but we are assuring na prepared ang DA.
For fish, small pelagic ones such as tuna and sardines may benefit from El Nino as they prefer warmer temperature. Still, authorities are monitoring incidents of fish kill, particularly in aquaculture fish such as tilapia and bangus. They are now advising operators not to overstock.
Yung mga land-based aquaculture, magkakaroon ng pagbaba ng level ng tubig. So, mangangahulugan ito ng pagbaba rin ng dissolved oxygen at maaring manghulugan ng mga fish kill. Kapag nagkakaroon ng overstocking, mataas ang competition for dissolved oxygen.
Shaila Francisco, we are One News.
On to some weather updates. The low-pressure area and the Intertropical Convergence Zone, or ITCZ, continue to bring rains in some parts of the country. As of 3 a.m. today, the LPA was spotted by Pagasa at 130 kilometers southeast of Cuyo, Palawan. The LPA is embedded along the ITCZ, which is affecting southern Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Because of both the LPA and ITCZ, cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms are expected in Visayas, Zamboanga Peninsula, Palawan, Romblon, as well as Masbate, Catanduanes, Albay, Sorsogon, Dinagat Island, Surigao del Norte, and Surigao del Sur. And that's it for this hour. Join us again at 7:45 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News. All sides, all the time.